Welcome back to Owlchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. So this is the extended version of the video I just put up on TikTok. It was starting to go into opportunities to really build your career or money opportunities. But for some of you, you're really looking for a creative outlet and trying to figure out what that looks like and how you want to evolve. So before we get into the rest of the cards, and I'll start to pull more, if you're new, welcome, please subscribe. If you're a return subby, thank you so much for sticking around. And let's go. So, and also, if you don't follow me on TikTok, do so, because I post and then I put usually the full version on my YouTube channel. So, as I was saying before, I think a lot of you are kind of going within and trying to figure out and determine, okay, what do I really want to do? Because I feel stuck. Whatever reason, my financial situation is always fluctuating. I don't feel like there's stability. I can't get ahead, or I'm always like fighting to make it just to get by. Okay. And for many of you, you're looking for a way to make money, but also have a creative outlet, something that allows you to release. And that can be a lot of different things. For some people, it can be making video content. It can be writing, exercising. It can be, painting, drawing, selling ceramics, whatever. It could be anything, because this is general. So I'm not pulling one specific person's energy. But the thing is that it's almost like you start something and then you realize that I don't want to do this. Or, you have to be kind of cautious if you're looking at, well, I really love to make widgets. That's my favorite thing in the world to do. But if it's your release and that's a way for you to just calm down and reset, if you try to make that into a business opportunity, it can take some of the fun out of it and kind of like that calming, just relaxation experience from it. And because now you're turning it into a business. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that think about that, because not every hobby, even if it starts to make money, it might take the fun and joy and love and passion out of it. So ideally you want to have the mixture of both. So let's see. And this needs to also create some balance in your life too, because I feel like for a lot of you, this is something that you want to create on the side. And it can't overtake your other life, your lifestyle, in the sense that maybe you have, obligations already with another job, you have, kids, family, you have other things that you're doing that you want to make sure that this is not going to overrun your life and make you even more tired or exhausted or frustrated. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what other cards we can pull. Okay, yeah. 7 of Cups. Interesting. So let's see here. The message that's coming out around the 7 of Cups, even though I would say traditionally it is very much a card of opportunity. And however, with the 7 of Cups, you need to be very cautious and aware of what's being presented to you, because not everything is what it seems. So you have to really look past the surface and see if it's something that you're really going to enjoy. For instance, for some of you, it's like, oh my goodness, I really want this job. I really want to work for this company because all of the amenities and the benefits and even the pay. But have you really taken an investigative type of mindset to see, is the culture a right fit? Am I going to be a slave to my desk where I'm going to have to be available all the time, even if I'm on PTO, I'm not really off? Is the culture toxic? Is my boss going to respect my boundaries? You really need to kind of dive deep, especially when the 7 of Cups pops up. So for some of you, I feel like because you haven't made some headway or some forward movement, and it's been very frustrating, you might start to get excited and pulled into a lot of different money making opportunities. But again, you have to ask yourself, is that something you want to spend time and money on and in the investment? I don't know if it's very similar now, but I would say about a year ago, everyone was just shoving affiliate marketing down your throat, whether it was on TikTok or Instagram or whatever the case is. And there's all these courses you can buy and funnels that you could make. And I'm not saying that they don't work, and I'm not saying that they're not beneficial for some folks, but sometimes when a market gets overly saturated and people are still trying to pitch and throw in, yes, you just need to do this, and I've made $10,000 in 5 days. You need to be really careful. And I feel like for some of you, that's kind of the energy with the 7 of Cups, is that you might get wowed and awed, oh my gosh, this person makes so much money so quickly. Yes, I can do that. Be careful, okay? you're going to do what you're going to do, but be careful and really look into the opportunity if it's the right fit. Do not get pulled into quick, rich, get schemes or whatever that case is. The Four of Pentacles, be careful. Be careful, be careful. Because people, a lot of times when inflation is up and everything is kind of like stressful right now, especially financially, you know, companies that have that quick, easy, you know, money. Yes, we can get you, you know, this amount, you know, easy. You don't need any training. No, you don't need any experience. Be careful, because it certainly could get you into a mindset that is not always easy to get out of. Money is energy, and sometimes it comes quickly. Sometimes it takes a while to build a pretty significant net worth. Just take a step back, ground yourself, and really listen if this is the right opportunity for you, okay? And I'm saying this, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, who is known for discernment. She can smell BS a mile away. He or she or they, by the way. Tarot, it's not really gender specific, but I want to include everybody. So the Queen of Swords energy, you need to start looking at things very fact-based, okay? Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment and make this reactive decision because you need something right away. Ask yourself, do you need it or is it you want it? Now, everyone wants more money, yes, but truly, is the opportunities that are going to be presented to you or the things that you're interested in or getting pulled into, do they have long-term potential or is it a quick fix? Okay? Because sometimes we get wrapped up and we dig ourselves in a hole. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen some of the like MLM stories that you'll hear on Netflix where people got so excited, make so much money, and then they're bankrupt. Can't pay their mortgage, can't pay their bills. Just be careful, okay? The Queen of Swords is like, you have to cut out all the white noise. You have to start to look and see what is actually going to work for you and your life and your situation. And it's going to be different for everyone, okay? So again, I'm not telling you not to do something. I'm telling you to think and be very logical. And also the Queen of Swords is a very independent energy. So be careful that you don't align yourself to a product, a service, a company, you know, a sales opportunity that is going to have you like connected to the point where you can't do your own thing. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, this is the Six of Cups in reverse. So again, this is, be very careful. And I would say for some of you, you might be drawn into because like friends or family or people that you've grown up with are kind of like looking like they're winning and doing amazing. And I'm not saying that that's maybe not the case, but be careful because not all that seems on the surface. Especially when people put things on social media, we choose to put out certain content at any given time, okay? So people are only going to show you what they want you to see. Think about that. So be careful of what you buy into, hook, line, and sinker, because it could be a facade. All right? Oops. We'll take these three. Okay. All right. So the Knight of Swords flew out, and the Knight of Swords it's one of the faster moving knights, but this is also asking you, if you're going to move forward with something, you need to trust yourself. Use intuition. Go based on facts, data. Don't just go about because somebody said so. This is also a reminder not to be reckless, okay? This is not just the time to just charge in and start doing anything and everything to see what sticks, okay? Because what's going to happen is that the Queen of Wands in reverse and even the Four of Wands, it's almost like you are going to be charging forward aimlessly and not necessarily accomplishing anything. So sometimes when we start something, it's slow to take off. If it's something you're passionate about, stick with it. Don't just change directions because you're not seeing results instantly, okay? But also don't just do anything and everything that is going to thinking that it's going to make you, you know, rich or money or whatever the case is. You really need to take a step back and evaluate what is going to be the best for you. Because the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's almost like it's almost like a serial entrepreneur, where he, she, or they will, you know, dip their toe into anything and everything and get involved with kind of like, you know, the messy sales stuff where it's just like, is it really you? Okay. Because ultimately it could really impact your family, your home life, your relationships. Be careful. Okay. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just saying this to think. Don't get pulled in a ton of different directions because you think people are doing amazing and they want you on their team and it's like easy money. Be very careful because it's not always what it seems. And this is the Four of Cups, which came out in reverse. Stop trying. Okay, the Four of Cups is boredom, right? Like it's always, you know, your traditional tarot card, you'll probably see somebody that's being handed. It's usually the Ace of Cups handed to them and they're not interested. They're looking away. They're looking at the Three of Cups in front of them that are spilt over. You, instead of going outside of yourself for happiness, for guidance, you need to take a step back and listen to what you want and what is going to be the best for you. And truly, some of you need to like be kind of closed off from everybody. And some of you are doing that now and just recalibrate, recharge, and figure out what is going to be the best thing for you. What is actually feasible and realistic for you to do. Okay. Don't just get into anything and everything because so-and-so says it works. Nine of Wands in reverse. This is not the time to give up on yourself. This is the time because a 9 is very close to an ending, right? So you just don't want to carry so much weight on your shoulders because. So for some of you, you know, making a side hustle or income on the side, like it shouldn't overtake your life. Not yet. I mean, you know what I mean? If it starts to grow, that's great naturally. But if you're trying to overload yourself with doing all these things just to make a buck, ask yourself, are you spending more money and wasting more money or losing more money than actually gaining a return on investment? Really think about that, okay? So what is some advice, Spirit, that whoever this is meant to see, whoever needs to hear it, what's the advice? The Empress. You can create and grow anything, okay? So Spirit is saying work with what you have. Grow what you can, what you feel passionate about, what you feel excited about, things that actually allow you to be creative and it gives you a sense of purpose. Don't get wrapped up in the quick wins, but for some of you, this could be using your influence to share things that you like. So that can be obviously social media. You can be using your influence of maybe products and things that you like. But they're saying talk candidly and be authentic. The Empress is not only beauty and growth and ruled by Venus, right? So, you know, there's a lot of things that attach itself to the Empress, like love, relationships, money, the finer things in life. But notice how the Empress is not trying to run toward every opportunity. Things come to the Empress, and that's because you're aligning to what makes the most sense for you. So again, taking a step back and kind of figuring out what you want to do and what you're passionate about is key. So if you're not doing that, start. And if you have been, really try not to get distracted and focus on what your next steps are. Okay? I hope this has been helpful. If you guys, again, if you don't follow me on TikTok, do so because a lot of times I post and then I do the full reading here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon.